Hey guys, how's it going? I hope your Sunday's well. Actually, this is one of the articles that I'm not saying that I took lightly, but I started reading into this guy. It was an article popped up on my news break app here. And I just plugged into YouTube, and it's all these different types of articles about, man, they got celebrities speaking on this guy and that kind of stuff, like. And then I did some research on his condition. We'll get into that here in a second. But his name is Virgil Abloh, okay? A guy of Ghanaian descent that grew up in Illinois, world-renowned fashion designer, all right? And I did hear about this brand called Off-White. I just didn't really pay much attention to it. He was a designer for Nike, all right? I didn't know if he had any affiliation with Michael Jordan's Air Jordans or what. Then he had crossed over with Louis Vuitton. He did a lot of work for Louis Vuitton. I'm not really into like fashion, not like that. I know I had a little bit of Louis Vuitton back in the day. But not really like that. I kind of just get what I need and go from there. But it's really, really a sad story because, hey man, I just think this brother's legit though. All right, he may be a part of the craft or whatever. All right, but when I read his rap sheet, the dude seemed like he was a pretty good dude. He got a master's, I think, at the Illinois Institute of Technology in engineering, graduated from University of Wisconsin in engineering, and he was a DJ. And I guess ran into Kanye West to where, he got into fashion and all that, and, again, had a couple of brands, including this Off-White, okay, kind of street design. So he was a street designer, and I guess, probably it was endorsed by a lot of these celebrities. But I want to talk about this condition he had because he was 41 years old there, ladies and gentlemen, of this cardioangiosarcoma. And I looked that up, and it's basically like tumors in the heart. And I never knew you could get tumors in the heart, okay? I guess it starts off in one part of the body. I don't know if it's it seems like it's hereditary, and it spreads into the heart. Now, let me say this. Probably when you get about 35, there are people, if you're not already 35, you need to go get checked out, all right? Especially, like, I'm saying that to all people, but you need to look at it like this, okay? Because I'm telling you from doing my research when I did my other health, food, and health channel, that men are going to, actually black men, are probably about maybe 30-40% more susceptible for things like heart failure and heart attack than white people, okay? Latin people, you're somewhat in between that, okay? But these things like cancer and all that, particularly cancer, all right, that the colon cancer is getting more and more popular. I hate to say that, but cancer is one of the things that sneak up on you. It may seem subtle, but give it some time. If your family has a history of cancer, you need to go check that out, particularly prostate cancer. Again, probably when you get 35 there, and ladies, okay, that are approaching that age, all right, particularly if you're pregnant around that age, you should, probably get like a heart check, okay, for like things like high blood pressure, rapid heartbeat, and so forth, okay. When you get about 40 or so, then you could do like this. It's a DNA test. You have to put it's like a popsicle stick through inside you, inside your rectum, and they can trace if there's any signs of cancer through your DNA. Okay, if you guys are probably 40 and older, you can request that through your doctor. But we have to start paying more attention to our health. You are your own healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Particularly you guys out here, but especially you brothers, okay? We have to start fasting, okay? Getting into a plant-based diet and so forth or whatever. All right, leave the meats alone and stuff like that. All right. And again, I talked about all this, all right, in my channel, and I will give you that link here in just a second, okay, when I get done with the video. All right. And you need to start looking at the reports and the stats from the American Heart Association and so forth, and the CDC, okay, and start being more mindful of this. Now, I know a lot of us, you know, we've improved over the last probably 15 years, but a lot of us don't like to go to the doctor because we don't like to be told bad news. And it's, you know, something that you have to worry about, okay? But that is a very rare, serious condition with that angiosarcoma. Very, very serious. It seems like it's something that you don't want to have. And cancer is something that a lot of people don't realize is serious until it's too late. Stage 3 or 4, okay? Because I say that because my father had cancer, okay? And so I know I get myself checked like every 2 years. And also, you know, like I've had things like high blood pressure or whatever, but I fasted, a lot of that went away. Okay, so my blood levels are back to normal. So, but fasting is good for you. If you can intermittently fast, if you could do 1, maybe 2 meals a day, you know, and maybe have a good dinner, stay away from the sugar and all that stuff, you'll realize that you're not as hungry as you think you are. Okay. But you just need more so water and certain nutrients or whatever, and plant-based foods. You don't need all that meat and dairy products, and that type of stuff is going to stick in your intestines, load you down, and it will lead to things like colon cancer and all that. All right, you know, having 2 pounds of meat and all that. Okay, this stuff is not good for you, and that's any meat. Okay, but rest in peace to that brother. He was survived by his wife and a beautiful son and daughter, you know, a very lovely wife. You know, he had a lot of siblings and all that, and I think that he's done a lot for the entertainment industry. There's tales about the Illuminati got what they wanted out of him, and it's going to take, you know,
you've got mail.
Excuse me, and replace him or whatever. All right, but this is not the conversation for that. All right, because I think he was a good dude, all right? And I just don't think that everybody, you know, is not, you know, how can I say, ingratiated that heavily in the craft like that. You do have some people that, you know, just a few. But yeah, rest in peace to Virgil Abloh. Subscribe to my channel, all right? I made 50 videos about health and things like that, vitamins, fasting, type of food portion. I talked about things like diabetes and cancer, heart attack, you name it, I've talked about it. I made 50 videos. The remnant one, capital THEREMANT1, the number 1. It's all in one compound word. I'll leave the channel in the once again, the description box. Let me know what you think about the video, and if you want to donate to the channel's Cash App, $ Winston Spivey or SPIVEW1 at unlv.nevada.edu for PayPal.